So would you rather? Would you rather be the backup quarterback for the winning team in the Super Bowl, or would you rather be the starting quarterback for the losing team in the Super Bowl? And here's, some people want the scenario or conditions. If you're the backup quarterback for the winning team in the Super Bowl, you're on the team, you're backup, but you never play a single down in the game, in the Super Bowl. However, if you're the starting quarterback for the losing team, you play every offensive down, but your team doesn't win. So if you had the choice, if the choice was in your hands, throw it in the chat box. What would you choose? A lot of people feel the need to give a disclaimer or an explanation. Here's why I would choose it. Feel free. And just so you know, there's no right or wrong answers. And we're going to come back to this, but go ahead and throw it in the chat box now. What would you choose? I see some starters. I see some backups. Rob said, winner for sure. Detroit Lions if I have the choice. Okay.
Somebody's still stinging from last night's playoff. Sorry.
Yeah, that was a domination. Okay, wow. Starting, I want to play. Jerry said, I live in Denver. Enough said. Okay. Lesson number 2, teamwork. I want everyone to be a part of the team. We're going to go back to the question we asked earlier. Would you rather be a backup quarterback for the winning team of the Super Bowl or the starting quarterback for the losing team of the Super Bowl? Now, again, there's no right or wrong answers, but there is a lesson here. I'm in Kansas City, so I'm a Kansas City Chiefs fan. The very first Super Bowl that we won was Super Bowl IV. That was back in the 1969 season. And
how can you remember so far back?
Yeah, I have a great memory from back then. And hey, I'm going to ask a couple questions. Let's do a little football trivia. Throw it in the chat because no one ever gets this. Who was the starting quarterback for the Kansas City Chiefs Super Bowl IV 1969 season? I know someone already said go Chiefs. There was a starting quarterback. He wasn't just a starting quarterback. He ended up being the MVP of the game. Randy Kimmel got it. He said Dawson. His first name is Len Dawson. If you're in Kansas City, he's a historical icon. Everyone loves Len Dawson. Okay, so he took us to victory. And until Patrick Mahomes came, he was the only guy that took us to victory. So that's why we love him, because he was the only guy who did it for a long time. Now, and Randy, you don't get to guess this, but can anyone, without Googling,
what do you got, Randy?
Oh, yeah. Can anyone tell me who the backup quarterback Dawson was? So just from your football trivia, no Googling, can you tell me who played backup to Len Dawson? And before I tell you his name, there's an elite group in the NFL of people who have won Super Bowls as a player, as an assistant coach, and as a head coach. Okay, so to win a Super Bowl as a player, assistant coach, and head coach, only 2 people in the world have ever done that. One guy's name is Mike Ditka. We all know who Mike Ditka is. The Bears, SNL kind of made it popular. If you're not a football fan, he's a household name. But the other guy, he's in this elite group of 2 people with Mike Ditka, and come to find out, the only Super Bowl he won as a player was Super Bowl IV, Kansas City Chiefs. He was a backup quarterback to Len Dawson. But because he played backup quarterback, he got the ring, he got the victory, he was a part of the team, and now he's in an elite group of 3 people. He went on to win as assistant coach and as a head coach later. His name, and no one's put it in the text box, his name is Tom Flores. Tom Flores. And I think this is a great way to illustrate the value of teamwork. A lot of times, especially with volunteers, there's so much pride in how we serve in the positions that we're in. It's easy to compare and contrast to others, right? Even that list that I put on the screen earlier, we have a food pantry worker at the top and a board member at the bottom. It's easy for one person to look at the other person and go, oh man, that guy must be more important than me. But the truth is, I want the leadership lesson to teach that we are a part of a team. We're all valued the same. We may bring different skill sets to the table, but we all need each other And with the incomplete team, we're an incomplete organization.